All right, so you're thinking of moving to LA? Wish you could talk to a local, someone that knows the area, the neighborhood? Today we are going to talk about the pros and cons of living in LA. My name's Jerry with Millennial Real Estate, and we're going to go over, what's good about living in LA, what's bad about living in LA, and everything in between. Pros of living in LA, the location and the weather. Obviously, two main things why people usually move to LA or Southern California region in general. Speaking specifically of LA, it encompasses a wide range, but let's talk about LA, the city, near downtown LA. There's a lot of different pockets, a lot of different neighborhoods, but all nestled really close to a lot of cool things like the beach, right? In an hour, you could be in Malibu, 45 minutes, Santa Monica. You could also choose to go to the Orange County beaches, which are also 45 minutes to an hour away. So whether you want to be at the coast, even if you're living near downtown, it's a pretty short drive to get there. And you have your option of different ones. The Hermosa, Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach, a lot of great beaches to go to. There's the LA National Forest, 45 minutes to an hour away, actually. The beginning of it, maybe even shorter. A lot of good hiking trails, a lot of good areas to relax, get a little bit of, fresh air. Another thing, Big Bear, if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe do some skiing, some snowboarding. Another pro for LA is the people. Obviously, you get people from all over the world here, all different backgrounds, all different ethnicities, all different job types. You have people working not only in Hollywood, but people working in technology, people working in finance, people working in real estate. People hear about LA internationally, like, oh, I would like to visit LA, and maybe they visit, they want to try it out. You also get a lot of travelers, traveling nurses, traveling physicians that want to live here for 3 months, see if they like it. If they don't, they move to a different location, but you get a lot of travelers that are getting temporary jobs. All right, so let's talk about one of the more important pros of living in LA, the food. International city, food from all over the world here. You got amazing tacos, whether it's a sit-down restaurant or street vendor, you're gonna find some good tacos, right? You got Little Tokyo, you wanna get some ramen, amazing ramen, a lot of different restaurants, a lot of different Japanese restaurants. Anything you're looking for in terms of international food, you can either find a street vendor, some kind of food fair, a fine dining restaurant. You have Silver Lake, it's got a lot of cool, trendy restaurants in there. Echo Park does as well, a lot of good options to be able to get some good food. Also, near the beach, obviously you want some seafood, some sushi. Doesn't mean you have to go to the beach to get it, but there's a lot of great options in general when it comes to food. You can't go wrong there. Talk about the cons a little bit, just touch on it. One of them, obviously, everybody's heard about LA traffic. Depends where you're headed to or where you're coming from, and what time is a big part about LA traffic. For example, if you're driving on the 110 South, passing through downtown LA, you're always gonna get a little bit of a pile up of traffic going through downtown, but it usually clears up right after that if you're not on a rush hour timeline. You can also get access to the fast track. You can bypass some of the traffic areas with that. That helps a lot, especially coming to and from LAX, which LAX is about 30 minutes from downtown LA, and you can have the fast track on the way there and on the way back. Sometimes people coming to LA to work on the 110 can kind of cause a little bit of a traffic, so fast track helps bypass that. All right, another con of living in LA that's slightly related to the traffic part is if you're gonna live in LA, you need a car to get around, right? If you wanna get LA County and even the city in general is very spread out, right? If you're gonna drive from the southern part of LA County to the most northern part of LA County, it's about a 2-hour drive, maybe even more. Obviously depends on the traffic, right? But without any traffic, 2 to 3 hours to get from one end to the other. So very spread out. The public transportation is not ideal. It is getting better, but it doesn't take you can't be centrally located in LA and be able to hit every corner you want to hit with public transportation, unless you're taking the bus, but that's going to take you a lot longer to get there. If you have any questions about living in LA, additional questions, want to know what the housing prices are like, depending on the neighborhoods, options for neighborhoods, where to live, where not to live, give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a text. We'll be happy to help.